Hi everyone, it's Dominic here. Happy Friday. Um, a little bit of a personal update from me. We got our electricity bill, got a bit of a shock, and I just wonder if anyone can relate to this. You ever had that horrible feeling like, what is going on? Like, why does it feel like the meter's going on free fall? And that kind of feeling where like I know you can solve these things technically, you can try to figure out how to lower your own bill and be more efficient and be a good citizen and not put up global warming and all the other things. I get it all, but um, you know that little bit of anxiety you have when you think, "What is it exactly? Did I leave something on? Have I like a power tool running or something? Like what happens?" And then you go and you photograph the mirror, and the analysis process starts, and all that good stuff. Um, it's kind of annoying and stressful, and look, let's just like my marketing team put this together for me, and so I, I imagine they use the cool AI generator to do this. Anyhow, here's the business message, or here's the important thing. Pay attention to this. A lot of AI technology today is kind of paid for like this meter. It's kind of usage orientated, you might call it. Tokens, messages, conversations, might be um, I don't know, credits or something, all sorts of things, right? And in every one of those usage-based models, I think the thing that customers and companies, even this is true for us as well. We're an AI consumer. Um, you're grappling with the how do I measure it? How do I know? And there are things that you can do in your IT team, of course, to try to manage this, try to get ahead of it. You might try thinking about how you justify investments and so forth. And you should do that. You should think about use cases and business outcomes to do that. But there was something we've been noodling on this a lot. I want to share. That was Exhibit A. Let's share Exhibit B. Let me try and find it here. We've been thinking a lot about this, and I saw like actually some other leading AI vendors put up some similar iceberg images about what you get into. You see, there's a lot of technologies out there, and there are going to be very good, genuine. I want me to say this carefully. There's very good and genuine use cases why a company might want to build their own AI agent for all sorts of different reasons that you could do. Um, One of the things that I'm observing in our market, which is helping consumer product companies with how they go to market themselves, is like there's almost like an acceptance going on, and like if you're one of these people out there, I'd urge you to be cautious about this. Somehow there's an acceptance that yes, we will pay to develop these ourselves, and there's a kind of like I'll pay to develop it because that's what my major platform vendor is telling me to do, or something like that. And I'll do it with my systems integrator. That's another great one, right? That's because now, yes, it sounds expensive, but I've de-risked it, and I'm going to have a whole bunch of consultants do it for me. But you're doing it to fill gaps. Let's be clear, because in the modern world, AI agents should be products. They're supportable pieces of software. It's just the same. It should be a supportable piece of software, and you shouldn't necessarily just be paying for it just because it's missing from the vendor. Like there's probably an argument to be talked about there. So you have these problems. You either pay for the missing components, or you sit there waiting for a roadmap, or you have to find a third party, or you do it yourself. But then if you do all that, what happens? What happens to you when the electric meter goes off in overdrive because you didn't know? You know, and let me give you some examples. Like I don't know. Let's imagine a simple customer service case. I don't know. I have a question about my bill? All right. What's the question? It's too high. Or so it's, how many messages go in that conversation? Like, that back and forth. I think solving some customer service use cases might be one and done. Some might be long running conversations. It's just one simple use case, but metering it can be really hard. Now, if you've built your own agent to do it, all of a sudden what if you've got a bug? What if you do it inefficiently? That electric meter can go nuts, right? So You could probably try to negotiate and put in some commercial safeguards, but really in the end, the meter stops, you get no service, right? So you have to think about that carefully. I think, and I've noticed that similar vertical software companies like Aforza, we need to think about a couple of things here. Number one, we need to make our age. We know what we're doing. I know what a promotion agent does. I know what an account agent does and sales agents do in the Aforza system. I know what the claims processing agent does. They're supportable pieces of code. So, number one, you might tweak a couple of things, but it's instant on. You just switch it on. You don't have to spend weeks and months building this and testing it. It just works. Second is, because it's purpose-built with an intended use case, the value set is very clear. So the business value to what you get back for it is immediate. And then the third thing is, and this is really important, I think challenge everything your vendors do in this regard. It's a predictable business model. When Aforza has a claims agent to help you process claims, the cost is related to claims, not tokens, not messages, not conversations. When Aforza offers you a promotion agent, it's linked to the promotion revenue that you're processing as a business, not messages, not tokens, not some unknown ephemeral volume that's going to happen. So I think that, as I say, I don't want to be careful how I position this because it looks like a big clash here between two models. I think that in the future, every business will probably have both models, and there are going to be lots of genuine reasons why you should uniquely for your business build your own agents. And frankly, for a lot of use cases, it probably isn't too hard. But for these specialist use cases, for when you want to get a job done, like promotions or claims and so forth, better just to switch it on. Have a predictable model. All right, that's my thought for Friday. Let me know what you think.